Hello everybody, this is Christian Johnson with Caliber Home Loans, and I'm doing another Coffee with Christian. Today I'm sitting here with my dear friend and partner in real estate, Steve Habgood. We've had a long, wonderful run together.
We've been fortunate to have both the deep friendship, but also the really amazing services that we try to bring to the table and that I know that you bring to the table.
Well, thank you. Today I want to talk about the value of working with a local agent. You know, we all know about support local in the sense that we use local coffee shops, we use local eateries, with the value in that, certainly local produce, because you want the freshest and the best, but there's a value to using local real estate services that I don't think always communicates well to our clients, and I don't think they fully understand what the true value is. And so, Steve, I was hoping that maybe you could help me peel back the layers of that a little bit and make it a little more kid-friendly to understand.
So you've touched on the importance of working with individuals, organizations, and volunteers on a local basis. They understand really the fabric of that neighborhood, and they know what makes it tick and what will benefit it in the long run. So in a similar capacity, thinking of it in real estate terms, identifying an agent and or a team that really specializes in a neighborhood, in a perfect world lives in a neighborhood because they have that same pulse of what's going on in the neighborhood, but they also understand the nuances of what makes up a neighborhood. People like to use labels. So let's call a neighborhood Lakewood. Let's call a neighborhood Kessler Park. Okay. Those can be very broad terms, and people tend to want to amalgamate and be a part of a given neighborhood, when in fact it's made up of a variety of different subsections or subdivisions within any given neighborhood. For example, here in Kessler Park, there's 7 different subdivisions that make up the neighborhood, and each has its own unique culture, its own unique style.
Right.
It may have architectural influences specific to that area, things along those lines.
Yeah, I hear a lot, and especially with the resurgence of Bishop Arts. We've seen all these restaurants and all this great activity going on down there, that a lot of people will come and say, well, I'm moving into the Bishop Arts area. And it really kind of makes you smile a little bit, is because yes, that was their introduction to the area.
Right.
But where are they actually going, and what part of North Oak Cliff speaks to them? And that's kind of that's a generalized. I mean, that's a answer.
Well, but that's going to be unique to any individual or couple for what their needs are. For years we didn't see as many families moving into the North Oak Cliff neighborhood. And yet in the last 7 years, we've seen a plethora of families moving back into this neighborhood with their young children, but their needs and their budgets all drive their decisions. So they may be settling initially anyway into smaller bungalows that serve their needs well.
Right.
As their families grow, they're going to look to move into their second home or possibly even their third, just to meet whatever their needs are at that given time.
I get it, and so it's tough because they don't know when they generalize. I want to look in this broad area, the Bishop Arts area, which is really a lot of North Oak Cliff. It's tough.
I get that request a lot.
Do you really?
Oh my God! Bishop Arts is now extended all along Davis. It's expanding south towards Jefferson.
Right.
It is growing and expanding as the interest in this particular neighborhood continues to grow and expand.
As that grows, it's hard to identify when you're talking to a client what they're really looking for. Isn't necessarily you're going to find in that one area. What they're really looking for is maybe East Kessler, or maybe they're really looking for Wynwood. So having to help them take, yes, Bishop Arts, but also helping them figure out what really they want and need within that, what are we talking, 10 square miles?
Yeah. And that's why it goes back to the importance of the agent that they're working with, or the team that they're working with, to understand what their needs are above and beyond just a regional reference.
Well, let's take a look at a few houses. We're just going to pop in and let's kind of see what there is to offer in North Oak Cliff.
Perfect, sounds great. Look forward to it.
Great.